So I wanted to go over this tiller here. I'm having trouble getting the engine started. Normally in the spring I'm able to just take the unit, turn the gas on. This one has a valve on it. Choke it, pull it over a few times and get it started. But I usually have to pull the air filter off. There's just a nut. You spin this off, you can take this off. This lets you get right at the throat of the carburetor. And then I block it off with my hand and pull it over. And that super chokes it, as I call it. It creates an extra strong vacuum into the carburetor and sucks any slight debris that may be blocking up the jets. Usually that's enough to get it going. Now today I have not been able to get it going using that method. So I dumped a little gas into here, pulled it over. It does start. You got to make sure that there's nothing stupid keeping you from turning it on. Like make sure that your switch is in the on position. If you have a kill switch somewhere else on your piece of equipment, you got to make sure that kill switch is in the on position and not shutting the thing down. If I still am having trouble getting it started, I'll usually dump some gas out of the bowl on the carburetor. So you can see there's two plugs. This one holds the entire bowl on. This one right here is used to drain the bowl out. So I'll usually take this one off, which I did earlier. I drained out the nasty yellowy gas that was left in there from last year until I got fresh clean gas, which I just added to the tank up here. And then I tried it a couple more times, still didn't start. So then I pulled the whole bowl off and made sure the float assembly was moving up and down freely, which it is. I put it back on. I let it sit now with some fresh gas in it. We're gonna try it. If it doesn't go, we're gonna have to pull this off and I'll show you what I usually do from the bowl end to prevent having to take all of the assembly apart. So with the choke on, we're going to go ahead and pull it over a couple times. Nothing, so we're going to dump a little gas right down the bore, just a little tiny bit. Now it'll start. And there I was super choking it, but it didn't stay running, so we'll try that one more time. Of course, you only want to put a little dribble in, you don't want to put a ton of fuel. So, I know that we've got plugged jets or something, so we're stuck pulling this back off. So, I'm going to remove this nut this time. A 3/8 fits on there, but I think technically it's a 10mm. We'll shut the gas to the off position right up here, and the contents of the bowl is just going to drain onto the ground.
It's already starting to drain. It's already starting to drain.
So I kind of wiped that out earlier, but you can see there's a little bit of solidified gasoline type stuff. Set those aside. So right here, this is your float. It's pushing up and down on that little springy deal. There's a pin that closes off the fuel supply. So if we turn this back on for a second, you'll see gas is flowing until the float floats up. Then it pushes that little tiny valve closed. And then when enough gas is burned, this will lower down and more gas will flow again. So we know that we're getting fuel to the carburetor. That would be the first thing to check. Now, how this actually operates or runs, there's a little tiny opening going up through the center of this piece here, and there's usually a couple other jets. Sometimes the jet will be located inside this bolt itself, but you can see this one here. This one's just a standard little bolt. It doesn't have anything special going on. So what we're going to do next, they make a little kit that has different size, basically needles, to push up through there and clear out any obstructions. In this case I'm just using a regular sewing needle because I could not find my kit. I think I lent it out to somebody else. But I'm just going to run that up the center there, and hopefully it pushed the debris through. Try it one more time. Sort of tricky to get it lined up. Oh, come on. There it is. So if there was something plugging that, which it actually kind of felt like there was. Pass me that air compressor. So now we're going to use a little compressed air. I'm just using my little Milwaukee battery powered thing. It might not have quite the pressure that I want.
Turn it on.
Turn it on. Oh wait. Okay, I'm almost ready. When I tell you to press it, then go ahead. Alright, go ahead. Press the button down. Alright, so that's it again, so we're just gonna... Keep going. So we're just gonna hold it down, yep. So I'm pretty confident now that that jet is clear. So we'll go ahead and reassemble this. Some carburetors, it matters which way this faces. This one I don't really think it does, but I like to face the bleed screw to where it's more accessible. Alright, now we'll flip this back to on. So now the gas should be filling up the carburetor again. We'll give it a minute here to kind of collect in there. But hopefully this will take care of it. And you'll note I didn't have to remove the float assembly because we knew we were getting gas. We were able to verify that by letting it flow through there. And I didn't have to pull this all off and take apart the throttle assembly and all that, which is really nice. So this is my favorite way to do it. If I can get by just doing this, I like to just do this. Otherwise you have to take the whole thing apart and spray it down with brake clean and clean it further. But let's see now if we can get her to go. Yay! We got it fixed! It'll run a little smoother once we put the air cleaner and stuff back on. So that did indeed actually take care of the problem. This particular motor is set to run at a specific RPM, and I don't actually have a throttle to control it separately. It's just governed at whatever RPM they thought best for the tiller. So we're not going to need to mess with the throttle. If your machine has a throttle, which most likely it does if it's a lawnmower, or a lot of other tillers actually have a separate throttle, I would probably try starting it at like half throttle, and then if it still won't go full throttle for a few pulls, and then go back mid-throttle again. Sometimes you have to play around with the throttle a little bit to get it to go. But full throttle is basically what this motor is designed to do. So no throttle cables coming from here. Everything is just run by this little governor arm assembly right here. But yeah, now we should be good to go. We're gonna put the air cleaner back on and go do some tilling, get the potatoes planted because it's a beautiful day here.
Yes.
Sound good? Alright. Hope that you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later.
I want to say something.
What?
We're going to ride over there in our gator.
We are going to ride over there in the gator. Sounds good.
Yep.
Well, there we go. We got some potatoes planted. Beautiful out here. Yeah, it probably is close to 60 degrees. Garlic is also coming along nicely. Getting good and tall. We had to add some cages around them because the chickens were coming and digging through the hay.